If you're tired of hearing the right is crazy when it's the left gunning people down. If you've grown weary of hearing white folks are bad and they're abusing the blacks and browns. If you're tired of listening to the media lies, it's time to wake up, patriot, and open others' eyes. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hop the phone crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. If it makes you mad, they block to stop the steal, where Republicans are the majority, but still they fail. Then might I suggest you get off your duff and put an end to this leftist stuff. 'Cause they're only winning when we have no voice. It's time to rise up and make some noise. We need an FBI that can be trusted. It's time the whole Obama crowd all gets busted. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hop the phone crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Trixie, Sean, and Mark on Wake Up Patriots or Patriots After Dark. While you're listening there, you will have some fun, but you'll also learn how to get it done. Just read the comments, meet some friends, 'cause we've got a battle going on. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hop the phone crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Don't just stand there and watch the nation tumble. Go to Wake Up Patriots, it's there on Rumble. And maybe toss some change in the cup. And don't forget to give a big thumbs
up for Wake Up Patriots.
So yeah, wake up, patriots, and get her done. Do it for your daughter, do it for your son. It's for our kids, we must turn things back. It's time for action and not just smack.
It's Frisky Friday. There's Mark and there's George.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning, Trixie. Morning, George.
George, you're on the bottom today.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure I'll probably fall out for some technical problem, and I'll be down there pretty soon.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, a lot of exciting things happening. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what's really exciting? The Bible verse of the day.
Yep.
I'll bet it is. I thought you were going to say Frisky Friday in general.
Oh, Frisky Friday is always exciting. We have some little surprises today.
Thanks to Red Ginger, we got 4 thumbs down.
Yeah, thanks for Red Ginger. We got 4 thumbs down. Yeah. She was zapping away yesterday. That was for sure. We had. Well, when you get we're doing better if we're getting trolls. So that's all I can say.
Wait a second. Let me get my laptop turned on here.
Okay, so he cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. And that's John 15:2. So that means I think that maybe we should cut off the left and just keep giving it to the right. That's what I think.
Amen to that.
It says it in the Bible too, right there.
Well, that's the Bible verse of the day, so I think so. That's what. Yeah, Red. It wasn't necessarily because of you.
I thought it was
It was kind of funny though. She's fast, and she was just like boom, boom, boom yesterday. So
no, it was good. That's why I was watching it, and every time she did when she zapped somebody, I looked and then we got the thumbs down, and then she zapped
I wonder why all of a sudden the surge of morons. It must be striking a nerve somewhere there, Trixie.
yeah, I think so.
Unfortunately,
wasn't
I
happy.
missed most of yesterday, but
we've been
so
getting a lot of stuff before the news has been getting it, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that we
I know.
we
Yeah,
said it's unbelievable how we beat them all the time. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I noticed this morning even the Gateway Pundit is featuring some stuff from Promethean Action, and I give all that credit to
Yeah, they
Trixie.
just started that too with them. Yeah.
I think they watch us closely. That's
Somebody's watching us.
yeah. I think President Trump watches us at least on Friday. I don't know about the other days. I think Friday he watches us.
No, it's Friday.
Friday's always good. Okay, you ready for the pledge?
Yes,
Yep.
sir, Bob.
Let's see which one we're gonna do today. We'll do this one.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Crusades are coming back. Get ready. Did you see what Tommy Tupperville there said? That when it's running for governor, he came out and said that Muslims are our enemy.
Well, good for Tommy.
Yeah,
I think Tommy was maybe the one honest person we had in the Senate, and unfortunately now he's going off to be governor of Louisiana. But
yep.
Hey, did you like the thumbnail for today? Did you see it, Mark?
I thought that was interesting. Yeah. I noticed it. It looked pretty interesting. Sean had a full bushy beard. I noticed that.
Yeah, I just cartooned the shot, the screenshot where the lady was eating the peanut butter and KY jelly sandwich.
Yeah,
that's what that one was cartoon.
Well, I got one bone to pick with you on that. Is that day I was wearing my Hillary for Prison T-shirt, but on that cartoon it just comes out Hillary. You can't.
Oh
see
yeah. I know.
Wait a second. I'm getting a bad rap here.
There was nothing I could do about that one. I know, but I don't know. I like
Did you
doing
see my shirt today, Trixie?
The Tigers make me drink. I missed the game yesterday.
Yeah, well, you'd be drinking if you'd seen it. It was terrible.
Wow, was it that bad?
Yeah, we got the first home run in the second inning, and then ended up losing 7-1. So,
ouch.
Yeah, not cool. But we had a good time anyway.
See, Riley Green's my favorite. I just love him.
Yeah. I don't think he did. What did Riley Green do? He didn't. He didn't have a good day. I think he's going to end up in the Baseball Hall of Fame at some point.
Stop being in love with the guy. I know you drool.
No, not like that. It's just I followed him from the Toledo Mudhens. So
we were at the game. You over there? What is Riley?
Yeah, Red Ginger saying my shirt could apply to Clemson hiring DEI chancellor from Michigan. So yeah. Oh boy, I couldn't agree with you more, Red.
Stacy was on a spot for Studio 6 last night. What does that mean?
Oh, that's on Real America's Voice.
I know I don't watch Rav, but what does a spot on Studio 6 mean? It means she was in a commercial or she was on there?
Studio 6B, yeah. That's when Damon, what's his name? Yeah, just Damon. I don't know his last name.
Oh, well, that's cool for. I know she hasn't been here all week. I miss her. Oh, anywho, did you guys see Scott Bessent?
Yeah.
Do his press conference?
The thing about Newsom, is that what you're talking about?
Oh, no, this one.
On your cabinet note meetings. Several times the photographer zoomed into it. Are you trying to keep the president calm? Are you trying to keep yourself calm? Why did you write all those notes?
So people could look over my shoulder, photograph them, and think they got a scoop. So,
He's got a
good I'll tell you one thing, no matter what, he is funny. I mean, he's got a great sense of humor besides,
Well, yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but in that same news conference, apparently Gavin Newsom in California talking about President Trump's weaponization fund, the 1.8 billion or whatever that they put to compensate people who were unjustly attacked under the Biden auto pin administration. Newsom just came out and said that he's going to put a 100% tax on any Californians who receive the, any kind of compensation from that fund. And one of it was that dumb bitch from ABC that really hit it.
Caitlin Collins.
Oh, yeah. So she asked him, well, what's your response? I think it was her. It might have been somebody else. But anyway, so what's your response? Can you respond to that? And he just looks up and he's like shaking his head, laughing, and goes, you can't fix stupid, and just walked away. I thought that was great, though.
I like his sense of humor, though. Like what he said, he put that on there so they could think they got a scoop.
Yeah.
You see, he is so damn smart.
Look what he gave up. He gave up $1 billion job. With the trading and stuff. He's very.
And also, did you guys hear they were giving him a lot of shit about the Trump $250 bill? I don't know if anybody's heard of that, but there's a plan. It's actually there's a bill in Congress to direct the Mint to print a commemorative $250 bill for our 250th anniversary, and President Trump would be on the front of it. So these whiny little piece of shit leftist reporters are going, "Oh, do you think it's really right? Do you think it's politically?" Oh, that was Caitlin Collins. She said, "You think it's politically wise for President Trump to be putting his face on the 250 when people are struggling to be able to buy groceries and pay for gas, and this, it was just like, well, it's basically not up to him. This is before Congress. Because she was bitching at him about them already making plans to print the bills in Treasury. And he's saying, look, we prepare for what Congress might do. A bill's before Congress, it's up to Congress. It's not up to the president. It's not up to me. But if Congress passes it, we need to be ready, But anyway, I hope that goes through. I'm sure it won't.
I've seen it.
What he's going to do with the $250 bill?
That $250 bill.
He's going to donate.
I think it's a great idea because that could replace.
He's going to take the $250 bill and donate it to all the newborns.
Brilliant. Yeah, I love that. But also, I think, now after going through the Biden auto pin administration, all the hyperinflation we had, that 250 can replace a 20. Buy pretty much the same thing.
I like the bill. I saw Dana Jean had a picture of it yesterday on Facebook, so I seen it there. I thought it was pretty cool.
Good stuff.
This is what they're afraid of, are the liberal shits.
So I'm just wondering, Trixie, right about now, I noticed Sean's still not here. Is his little prairie dog, is he just like waiting over in the wings, just like looking at his watch and stuff?
Yepper. He's waiting. So
I feel bad for that little guy. He never knows when Sean's going to show up, so he's just got to be sitting there waiting for his cue.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I don't know where he is this morning. He's just running a little late, I guess. But we were talking the other day about ticks. Do you remember that? I just wanted to follow up with something that was on Finnerty about it, because I didn't know Finnerty had it the night before and we did it the next morning, but it backs up kind of everything I said.
There's a major tick problem going on. A new study came out a few months ago, and they literally found alpha-gal syndrome, the incidence of alpha-gal syndrome, the allergy to red meat from the Lone Star ticks, skyrocketed up 10,000% in just 10 years. And then we look to 2021 to 2024, it jumped up another 300%, another sharp increase. So something's going on. Something is driving these ticks.
Is that the left is blaming it on climate change? I know you're an epidemiologist, but is that normal with an illness that's been around for a long time, like alpha-gal, to just suddenly be everywhere at the same time?
No, we do not believe this is actually from climate change. In fact, we have to start looking at government-related or NGO-related laboratory activities, especially given that the Gates Foundation gave over $7 million to a biotech company to make genetically engineered ticks, as well as the U.S. Army released 270,000 radioactive labeled ticks into the wild in the 1960s. And FBI, they got to figure out if there are any illegal bioterror-related activities resulting in this 10,000% rise in alpha-gal. We can't let this go on. We got to stop it, and we got to find out why.
So at least what I was saying wasn't out of the realm of possibilities. What I was saying was basically the same thing. It was a bioweapon thing. So when people are saying that they're not being dropped by boxes everywhere, they're full of shit, because this can't happen naturally in the wild, to have an explosion of something like that and saturate everything so much.
Yeah, Debbie Rumble, Deb Rich Rumble said something about the doctor said about taking that wonderful drug, works against alpha-gal and Lyme disease.
Well, once you're allergic to meat like that, I mean, you got a problem. And the WEF came out and said that they wanted everybody to stop their consumption of red meat. You know, and Bill Gates does do all that stuff. It's been proven he's done it. And I wouldn't be. I'm going to say.
Where am I saying?
I'm going to be careful how I say it. But I would think, in my opinion, DARPA would be working with Bill Gates doing this. I don't see how he could do it without military involvement.
Yeah, it's kind of sick. Kind of scary.
I can't say that shit.
Ivermectin. Hang on a second.
Good morning.
There you go.
Push me on the side.
Yeah, but so I mean, we're right on the money with it, is what I'm going to say. If that guy who, you know, that doctor that was talking on Finnerty, he's pretty good with that kind of stuff, and he's been going through it, like with the COVID and everything like that. So I agree with him that this is way.
The only thing I don't understand, Trixie, when I first heard about this so-called alpha-gal syndrome, I thought it was referring to a lot of the girls in chat we got here, and especially maybe Red Ginger, because they are fairly alpha and definitely gals.
A lot different than beta boy.
I don't think it comes from ticks. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's videos all over. Huh?
I said it's very different than beta boy.
Yeah. like the one who's running for governor in Texas.
Senate.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You know, I don't even know what to say about the tick thing. I just wanted to follow that up. It doesn't have anything to do with what we're going to talk about today, but I thought it was kind of important. But if you get on social media, you'll see videos, especially on TikTok, of those boxes being found all over the place. And they don't just, you know, the boxes just don't show up on their own. They don't walk into those fields or anything. And I did see where there were pilots that were saying, private pilots were saying they were getting paid big money to drop them. So that's why I said it's got to be military involved.
This really ticked me and Ginger off. This ticked me and Red Ginger off big time. This story.
Yeah, it ticks me off.
Yeah.
Oh, it ticks you off, does it? Okay.
Yeah. You want to see something funny? This is funny.
Here you are, Godfather, your sandwich.
Oh, thank you. It looks amazing.
Enjoy.
Delicious.
How's that sandwich?
Delicious. Best yet.
Good. Here's some arsenic.
Perfect. Thank you.
I did.
We need a better voice on. We need a better voice on George than that, though. That's the only.
Oh, you know who made that? Jack.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, after his smart ass comment yesterday, where he had to get in with you guys too, so he did that.
Oh wait, what's this get in with us guys? Come on now.
You and George and Mark don't even do it today. Don't.
I mean, it's
Jack jumped into the sandwich thing for me to go make him a sandwich.
You know,
Are you calling me and George sexist?
No.
Wow. Yeah. Just I've been called worse.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. I didn't see the whole show yesterday, Trixie, but I'm on your side. I can only imagine what they were doing.
Yeah. Jack jumped in and he thought he was being funny yesterday too, and said something about going to making a sandwich and thought but it was all right. I think.
Oh man, I don't believe some of these guys. I'm serious. I just can't believe.
Hey Mark, you saw the Indy 500 champion throw out the first pitch yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you know who it was?
And you know what? We also had Tom Selleck sitting just right up a few rows in front of us.
Oh wow!
We didn't know it until they put the big they don't call them jumbotrons anymore, but the big scoreboard camera. And
did you say jumbo trains? Wait, did you say jumbo trains or jumbotron?
No, Tron.
All right.
Yeah.
That's like a big.
Okay,
that's
Sean,
like a big Mike.
Hold me to that.
That's like a big Mike comment. Jumbo trains.
I'll tell you something kind of funny too. But so we had Tom Selleck there right in front of us, and there's this thing called the whatever it is, Priority Club, right? Yeah, Priority Club, where for the seats behind the plate, back there where we were in high school. Went down to go to the bathroom down in the Priority Club, and there's some guy that was peeing in the stall next to me and goes, God, I couldn't believe it. I was sitting right next to Tom Selleck, and I didn't even know it until they put it on TV. And he's like, you believe that? And he was so ecstatic and everything. And he's like, yeah, well, you know what? I bet he's got to zip his pants down to pee too if he was standing here.
Tell him,
some of these people that get so freaked out, and
tell him that only dicks hang out here.
Anyway, I thought that was funny.
You should have told him. You should have said he was in there. Tom Selleck was just in the bathroom saying, "I can't believe I'm in the same section with Mark Ottenville."
Yeah, exactly.
He's a big guy. He's about 6'5".
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's 6'5".
That's right because on the show, didn't his head stick out of the Ferrari a little bit? Right? Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, but he was. I saw him in Manhattan and stuff. He's a big guy. About 6'5".
Yeah.
Nice until the woke thing went.
Well, so did you see the honeymoon's over for Mondami in New York now?
Looks like it.
Well, he's not going in that Jewish parade there.
Nope.
And there's 1 million Jews in New York. But it shows how he is. He's anti-Semitic.
How many of those Jews voted for him, you think? What percentage?
That's the sad thing.
I don't know how many did.
The liberal ones, they probably all voted for him, and they, like blind faith.
The Hasidic ones, the ones that are Hasidic, hate Israel and hate what's the name? Bibi. They don't like Bibi and they don't like Israel. But how it's going,
I always thought the Hasidic were more conservative.
No, they're not.
Liberal.
No, they just hate Israel and.
The ones in New Jersey seem like they're more conservative.
I was at a rally in New York, and they gave me flyers. It was a Jewish rally, and this was a couple of years, 3 years ago, and I went across the street to give them the flyer that they have, and they went no, and they had signs up. Israel is, they were for the Muslims, believe it or not. Signs up that they're racist and they're prosecuting and all that stuff. It was a whole bunch of. And I asked them, I said, what the fuck's up with these people? They're Jewish, aren't they? Yeah, but they're not like, they're very strict religious. They don't believe anything else. They don't believe nothing. They hate Christians too. They're not happy Christians. They if you go to Israel, they got some videos out there that it shows that they were spitting on some people, some pastors that were preaching the Bible. But those were Hasidics. They're not regular Jews. then people bring up the whole thing about the Jewish people, blah blah blah, blah stuff like that. But they have to understand there's different sects of Jewish people. There's the Sephardic.
Well, Red's saying that's the ultra Orthodox, but check this out. They're all yelling, "Madami's got to go," and they're out in front of his.
They're not chanting 4 more years, huh?
No, I think there's a lot of regret there and a lot of voting that people, because look what a liar he is. He was talking about taking over private property and turning it over into co-ops and stuff. Now he said he was going to do that when he was running and people didn't believe him, but you got to take them, when they say what they're going to do, you got to believe them, because that guy's
absolutely
a nutcase.
They could, New York is gone. I mean, the way that the way everything's happening there, it's unbelievable. They're doing the prayers 4 times a day, annoying people with their prayer shit and everything else.
Well, yeah. They were talking on the radio today. That's when AOC went there wearing a hijab, and they were speaking on the radio show. This in the morning here. They were speaking about that, and it's funny. If you go to another country, like if she went to a Muslim country and she put it on because she wanted to show respect or whatever, that's one thing. But you're in America. And you go and you're outside in America. You're not even in a mosque, and you're sitting there wearing a hijab to kiss up to people. Just that's what it's really about.
That's America. Yeah, they believe. Yeah, they believe they have the right to do what they want. I mean, there was things happening all over the place in Florida too. Just.
But what was funny what they were saying is how the Muslims, a lot of times they don't respect the women, right?
No.
So do you think they really respected her in that crowd that she was talking to?
They probably said they have to go by the.
They probably said, "Go make me a drink."
You have to go by that agenda.
That got my attention.
Well, I said, "Go make me a drink," because she used to be a bartender, right? That was my.
I used to be a bartender a long time ago too.
I thought you meant you got my attention because I said, "Make me a drink." You thought, shouldn't it be a sandwich?
It should be a sandwich.
It should be a sandwich. Where's this? Is this an image or a video? I wanted to bring this one up. Where'd it go?
You bring my image up.
Oh, right here. That's what we need. That's what needs to come back.
I think that's not happening. There's a lot of organizations with the Crusaders that are happening. A lot of Crusaders are organizing big time. And here's another photo that would be very nice to show how the difference between the liberal parts and that MAGA.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, I have to find it.
Yeah. That's the difference. We're still powerful. And we got to make sure that we go out and vote.
I thought that was Tyrus.
It's nice in the wrong color.
Tyrus, like he's skinny now.
He lost a lot of body mass and muscle stuff. He must be on that one of them things.
Those GLP-1 or whatever it is.
Well, a lot of people are on that, but you could be on it for a little while, but I wouldn't be on it long term and go blind or have my organs jellify or anything like that.
No, I don't trust Big Pharma enough that I would touch that stuff. I'm not going to touch anything that's not.
I think short term, you're fine, but it's the people that stay on it for a long time that end up having all the problems. But short term, I think it's okay. I mean, because your body, you're going to lose weight fast with it, But
but God knows what the what kind of side effects what the long term effects of that are.
Well, that's what I said. Short term, you're okay, but long term, no. They've already found out. Long term, you go blind, you lose bone. Well, you lose muscle mass, and you can't get it back. Your bones get like jelly, and it's not good long term. But short term, it's helpful for a lot of people. But it's just like, what is that shit? Viagra. I mean, look what they did with that. Viagra was a heart drug. And they found out that guys got boners and went, oh, well, let's market it for that. And that's what they did, you know?
Yeah.
So there's all kinds, because it's a vasodilator. So there's a lot of stuff like that that they do cross marketing, you know, for different things. So I am not even sure what that was actually made in the beginning, because it does affect your pancreas.
Yeah. Well, and I can't. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, so I can't sit here and say that I know.
You know, all this time I thought you were.
No, he just slept at a Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
But I did stay at Holiday Inn Express last night, Sean. So.
Oh, there you go. That's what it is then. That's what brings you up. All right. Now I know this. Now I know your secret sauce.
And I know, so Patty M saying that she's on it. It was a choice between that or surgery, and you know, I'd if it was a choice between that or going under the knife, I'd probably go under on that too. But I'm just saying, overall, because of what's happened in recent years, I just have a fundamental distrust for big pharma, and unless it's something that's been proven because it's been around for 30 years, or you know, something that's life or death, I'm not touching it. Just a personal choice.
Well, I can totally understand the questionality of the whole thing, Mark, because that's like me too. Right, George?
Yeah.
The question.
Yes, sirree. Yes,
are you making up words now? Questionality?
Yeah.
Questionality.
Are you the comedian today?
Yeah. I try to be sometimes. Not too good at it.
The second George Bush. Remember, he used to make up all kinds of great.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the George Bush of Wake Up Patriots.
Nuclear.
Yeah.
Nuclear. How do you say that?
Nuclear questionality.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually what George Bush would be saying about Iran right now. It's all about the nuclear questionalities involved in this.
That's right. Correct.
I think the plan is that what he's doing now is until he gets uranium and all that stuff, and then I think he's gonna bomb the shit out of him. That's my.
Well, he better, George. You know,
I don't think he wants to bomb the shit out of him. I think he wants. I think Trump's looking for an exit plan, but you can't look for an exit plan so much that you allow them to redraw the map, so to say.
They cannot stay in power because they're going to regroup and do all shit and everything else. This is all part of the strategy because they want all the other members to join the Arab Accord. You know, the other Arab states.
Not the Abrams Accord, but the other thing. But yeah, I agree.
Abraham,
Sean,
Abraham,
yeah. But Sean, I agree
making up
with
words
you,
now, Mark.
100%, and I'm concerned about President Trump. Now, I mean the Persians have for centuries been the masters of delay. And now, if this is true, what they're coming out as of yesterday afternoon and saying we've renegotiated to extend this for 60 more days to do more negotiations. There's no freaking negotiations to be done. These assholes cannot have a nuclear bomb, period. You don't need 60 more days for that. You don't need 60 minutes for that. It's either submit or get nuked, as far as I'm concerned. I think we should get Charlie to a glass parking lot and had it with them.
Well,
but I understand what Trump's doing.
But here's
they want to open up the straits. Number one, they don't. It's international waters. Once they loosen that up, the prices of fuel are going to go down because that's everybody's bitching about that fucking fuel, but not about anything else but the fuel. So that'll bring down the fuel and it'll open up the straits and let everybody get their shit and their supplies. Plus, the farmers need all that stuff for the farming and stuff.
I got one name to say.
Right.
Think about it for a second. Gaddafi. You remember when they got Gaddafi to give up his nukes? What happened to him? All right. So that was probably not the right thing to do, is to take him out because he gave up his nukes.
No, that's right about Hillary. Hillary, that was all
Obama.
And so think about this: if you're an IRG or IRATE, whatever, and they're telling you to give up your nukes, and you say, "Well, actually, history repeats itself." You know, think about what happened with Gaddafi. Are you going to do it? I don't think I would do it. I mean, that's the
Gaddafi was completely different. He wasn't so radical among his people. The other ones, these people, these Iranians.
Oh, they don't care about their people.
I want to know what Trixie thinks about all this.
What?
I want to know what Trixie thinks.
Yeah, what do you think?
About Gaddafi?
Her opinion. She wants your opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion on Gaddafi was he shouldn't have gave up his nukes, and I'm agreeing with Sean on that one because of what happened to him. But it was more than just the nuclear. I mean, they were trying to take the gold from him. He was doing really well with his population, where everybody. I mean, look how they weren't paying taxes. They had
all the people were loaded.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Gaddafi should not give up his nukes. What I'm saying is they double crossed him because they got him to give up his nukes, and then they took him out.
Yeah, you know who that was, right? That was Hillary.
Yeah, Hillary.
Yeah, but you're talking about two different animals.
I agree, George.
I agree with that.
Gaddafi was good for his people. He kept them reined in. As soon as he was gone, all hell broke loose over there again. Remember, they started selling blacks as slaves again and everything after he was gone. So,
how do you think Benghazi happened? Look what happened to Benghazi.
That was Hillary too.
A great friend. Yeah, what's the name?
Christopher Stevens.
Yeah,
just look at the difference between Marco Rubio as Secretary of State and Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State.
She wanted the button. Hillary wanted that fucking button. Just put that button up her ass.
Yeah, the reset button or easy button or whatever.
Here's the button. Here's the button. I want to start all over with Russia. Here, let me give you all the fucking nukes too. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also I think you got to look at this. I agree with what George said. Comparing, Gaddafi and Iran it's really apples and oranges because Iran is a huge country with a lot more tens of millions of people than Libya had, and so I don't really think it's quite the same thing. But what worries me is right now we let these assholes, and it's what they've done for all the time, is just push back. They don't ever actually come to any. Yeah, they're stalling, and you know what they're stalling for? They're stalling to get us to the midterm elections. To all of a sudden tie President Trump's hand. And so that's why. So we need to go in. I agree with Trump. We don't want to destroy the Iranian people. We don't want to cause them undue pain, but we need to open the Strait of Hormuz. Screw Iran. I don't care what they do. We need to go there, bomb the living shit out of everything within 50 miles of that strait so they can't possibly do anything. Blow up every little boat, whatever it takes. We need to control that strait and move on.
I think they're going to take over. There's 93 million people in Iran.
Yeah.
Minus 100,000.
Yeah, and it's twice the landmass, twice as big as Iraq. So it's not like we can just go in and occupy them. But what we could do is just bomb the living shit out of every missile installation, every drone firing place, everything within range of the Strait of Hormuz, and just blow and we could land Marines, we could land an expeditionary force just to capture that point temporarily so we can get, the world's oil flowing again, and then the Iranians can stall all the frick they want.
Venezuela is exporting oil to fucking China. They got to stop that shit. That's what they did. They rerouted oil from Venezuela to China.
I don't know about the Venezuelan stuff, but I know a lot of
it was this morning on the news. That's what happened this morning.
Well, we control all Venezuelan oil, George. So if that's happening, it's signed off on by President Trump, and it is, unfortunately. Same thing. They're getting Iranian oil. We are allowing Iranian ships full of oil through our blockade to go to China. That was just actually reported on yesterday.
Well, that was the deal that Trump made with Bing Bang Boom there.
Yeah. Xing Jinping.
Mini Ball is saying that Iran still continues to build missiles. I don't know if that's accurate. I know they still have missiles, but I don't know if they're still building missiles. I thought they kind of cut that down, but but
They're
that's
building the
that's a
drones.
problem. If they're still building missiles, that's definitely a problem because they're reloading, is what it is.
Yeah, they're doing the drones. They're building drones too.
Well, yeah, they're making every effort to, at least. But I do believe that we probably seriously degraded their capacity to build, especially the real sophisticated, ICBMs and hypersonic missiles. I don't think they can build those because I think we bombed the shit out of all the factories capable of doing that.
Yeah, but I like that they turning the internet back on for everybody. That's what I like. That way they can
communicate.
Yeah, the citizens can kind of group up and figure out what
I'm
the hell
surprised. I'm surprised they put the internet on. Now there's got to be an ulterior motive. It's got to be for them to do propaganda against the United States.
Exactly.
And so it's hopefully their propaganda fails. That's hopefully we could turn their propaganda against them.
Yeah. Well, the people that followed the mullahs there would believe the propaganda, but the people that are looking for their freedom won't believe the propaganda, but they can get information out because they need weapons. They're not going to do nothing without weapons, and once the money stops flowing to the IRG, whatever the fuck they're called.
IRCG.
But you know what, Mark?
IRGC. Yeah.
Like I was saying, I was talking to my son last night. I said to him, because he was talking the same thing. He's in the military. He's talking. I said, well, you know what? You want boots on the ground over there? You want to be like Iraq, like guys going in there, Afghanistan. That's what Trump's trying to not have, right?
Yeah.
But the other thing that we don't see here, and I said to my son, I said the worst thing over here is our media, because the media is just going to keep on playing certain shit over and over and get people, the gas prices, this, that, whatever. But Trump said in the cabinet meeting the other day to somebody, I forget who it was, our gas prices are up, but we don't have the issues they have over there right now. I mean, they're apparently they have like 250% inflation rates over there right now. Part of their military is not even getting paid. So they could stall all they want, right? But if they have no money coming in really from the oil and they're losing money and the inflation rate's going up and up and up, at the end of the day, maybe just waiting it out may be the best thing, because it may sink them into almost like a depression.
Yeah,
and they got to do something.
They're losing $250 million a day.
Oh, but wait a second. I'm
not saying he should wait. I'm saying, but maybe the wait. We don't see all the data and all the intelligence. That's what we don't see, right?
But Sean, here's the big problem, and what's really frustrating to me is, we have a blockade, so we're stopping anything coming into their seaports. However, if you look right now, the Tehran airport is business as usual, baby.
Yep.
You and I, although I don't think you can take a direct flight, but I can fly to Tehran tomorrow. Not that I would, and anybody else can. And so you've got these big jets coming in with LD3 containers loaded with God knows what coming in from China and everywhere else.
That's a great point.
All of their land borders too. They've got trucks backed up. I've seen some of the satellite stuff of it. They got trucks backed up 20 miles with supplies all flooding in across the land borders. And we could easily control all that if we want. President Trump could say Iran's airspace is officially closed as of, and give the time, 24 hours from right now. If you want to get out of there, get out now, because otherwise Iran's airspace is closed. And oh, by the way, we might not be able to shut off your land borders completely, but anybody who tries to drive a truck in or out of Iran across the land border is doing so at their own risk, and we're considering them a valid
threat.
War target. Yeah,
Yep.
A threat to us, and
No,
therefore
that's a great
target.
point, Mark. That's a great point, because I remember the airport's never been closed. I mean, that's the one thing that's never been closed. I don't know why we haven't shut that down, actually, but.
Yeah, but
that's a great point.
They can see what's coming, and they know they got intelligence. They got those airwax in there. They can see right through those containers.
Yeah, but some of the planes. I mean, there's been reports that some of these planes that came in from China has turned our transponders off, so you're not not able to track them.
Yeah, well, their stuff was pretty good in Venezuela. It didn't work, so China saw. They saw
They saw it?
What they saw our technology, what we have, what we're capable of. So as soon as they did something, Iran, the United States hit them back right away. So, and I think that's what Trump was waiting for them to do something. That's before people.
What, you guys ready for a little bit of losing your shit?
I think we need some of that.
I think so too. I think I'm ready for something funny. We've been very
serious. Too serious for a Frisky Friday.
Yeah,
but I'm taking a lot of vitamins, so it's okay.
Now what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim.
So, James, people in Texas are kind of, they're pretty much all saying you're just a gayer version of Beto O'Rourke. Do you consider yourself to be gayer than Mr. Beto?
Yeah.
Okay, you were totally not supposed to say that. Did any of your people explain to you that we're trying to make you look a bit more macho?
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
A few years later.
What happened? I don't know what happened. I mean, as I watched it, I thought, oh my God, he's having a stroke. And it scared me to death.
Rigged election, he knows about rigged elections better than anybody. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Hey, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? You're running low on soldiers, and then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I want this.
June 6th, tomorrow, this is D-Day anniversary, when the Americans once ended a war in Europe.
That was not a pleasant day for you?
No, that was not a pleasant...
This is not a great... If you believe that, it's okay with me. Oman will behave just like everybody else, so we'll have to blow them up. They understand that. They'll be fine.
6 years ago, George Floyd changed America forever, mainly by creating the most profitable pandering and virtue signaling opportunity Washington has seen in decades.
What can be, unburdened by what has been, began with Willie Brown and now kneels forward in honor of George Floyd through these Democratic knee pads.
Back when I was vice president, Corn Pop told me George Floyd represented the soul of that. You know the thing? Come on, man!
We honor George Floyd tonight with a traditional Somali dish and several federally funded learning centers. We pour this liquor out tonight for George Floyd and for every NVIDIA share I somehow purchased 15 minutes before national emergencies. These arms represent resilience, dignity, and the upper body strength required to keep uplifting white liberals through every emotionally exhausting racial controversy.
I wear the tan suit in honor of George Floyd because both became national obsessions that cable news executives refuse to stop monetizing.
We can't throw actual ICE agents into the harbor because we are a nonviolent movement, but we are here symbolically throwing 342 pounds of ice into the harbor.
Oh, this fucking shit. What's the point? I can't take it anymore.
Another good one, Shixie.
That's funny. That was good.
Yeah.
I love that monkey in the beginning. I'll tell you what. I love that monkey.
Chris said, Polito said he's hung like an elephant.
Yeah, he's got a little elephant trunk on him, right? So
there's just something kind of disturbing about that whole thing.
I love the monkey. I didn't say I love the elephant trunk, but I love the monkey. You know, he's dancing around.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I thought it was good. I like the George Floyd where they put Kamala Harris in knee pads because that's what she's going to be selling pretty soon. She's not going to have a career left. Nobody wants her. They all want her gone. And that George Floyd shit.
It down to the bottom of the pile there.
Yeah,
That
well,
would
that
be
one.
so cool, though. She could probably make a lot of money selling, Kamala Harris branded knee pads. I think.
Well,
that's
that George Floyd, there's still a cop in jail for that. He was standing. He was just standing there when all that happened.
He got railroaded. That was a political. I mean, he got railroaded, and that should be reopened and looked at. That was all political motivated type of show trials with that.
Yeah, but Sean, did you see how the mayor of Minneapolis just came out? His announcement on Memorial Day was basically memorializing Floyd, and he still talked about, and we still have, that former Minneapolis police officer in jail for murder. He was very proud of it. He was.
Well, they got Derek Chauvin, and then they got another guy that was just standing there, and they sentenced him, I think, to 4 or 5 years for not rendering aid or something like that. But then the police chief, the police chief from Minneapolis is coming up. There's a bunch of cops that are willing to testify because she came in during the trial and said that they weren't taught that chokehold. It wasn't standard procedure and everything, but yes, it is. And they're all.
It's in a police manual. It's in a police manual that they didn't allow in court because they knew it was exculpatory.
Exculpatory.
Yeah, whatever.
Exculpatory. Yeah.
And
you had a problem with a white? I can't believe it.
George didn't understand a word I was saying there. But
I think it's the accent.
Yeah, it must be. But I got to. I have to question things. I got to question. Mark, you brought up the mayor of Minneapolis. What he was saying. Does that guy actually believe that shit, or is he peddling that shit to stay in power?
It's the latter, Sean. Yeah. I mean, nobody's that.
You can't
stupid.
believe that.
Not even Democrats are that stupid.
Yeah,
they're that evil.
The first word was that the cop the cop that took him down the first time is George Floyd was having an affair with his wife. That was the big thing with the media, if you remember that one.
I forget about that. I did. That was the same cop though, or a different cop?
No, it was him. It was different. That cop there.
Chauvin.
And that's what they said. That's what they said.
I didn't know that.
Media came out with that because
I know they had an issue before, but I didn't know it was a wife issue.
That's what. That's what they said it was, which was bullshit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't. I'm thinking they're full of shit, though, George. That's
what.
I think they're full of shit, though. I don't.
No. But the news media, the fake news media, brought that up right away.
Oh, like what George is saying, they wanted to
react to try to kill him was because of
they want to make it like it was a personal issue, right, George?
So that's what they brought it up. Yeah,
I do remember that.
That's why he tried to kill him. Not that he was on 2,000 pounds of fucking drugs. That didn't matter.
Well, and if you remember, the official coroner's report said that he had more fentanyl in his bloodstream than a human could be expected to survive. So, I mean, they said it was a fentanyl overdose.
And guess what?
This cop is still, he's in prison for life.
But George, that was a good point what you brought up about, because it was a personal issue. So that's why they made it look like Chauvin had a personal vendetta against him. So right away, when people heard the personal thing, they turned off everything else and just said, "Oh, this guy had a personal issue."
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's exactly right. It was all a narrative they set up because at that time they were vilifying the cops, and BLM was all, the rage in Minneapolis and everything then too. So it was perfect for them to get what they wanted out of it, and they did. Remember the cop that shot the woman in pajamas? They let him out of jail.
Yeah, the Muslim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where was that at?
Minneapolis.
I was in Minneapolis too.
Yeah, because he was a Muslim cop.
He was a Muslim cop, shot a white woman, but that was okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she was calling because she thought there was the intruder or whatever, but they let him out and they did it real quietly, so it's not all over the place. But I think Minneapolis is just gone. I don't think there's any bringing it back unless you get rid of all the Somalis.
The best thing that came out with that the DHS is not going to supply these liberal shit states with security at the airports anymore. That's the best thing. Let them all come in, and let's see how that works out.
Wait, what was that? Yeah, I lost the signal for a second. What was that?
That they're going to take away all the security in the airports.
Customs. They're going to take away customs at international airports.
Yeah.
Why?
Of the blue states only.
Because they're not cooperating with ICE. Mark Wayne Mullins came out and said that's what they're thinking about doing. And it would affect all the international flights because those people wouldn't be allowed to leave the airport.
Yeah. And I don't think I love the idea. I'm all for it, but I don't think there's any way they can pull it off. Just can't do it.
He can do whatever he wants. Mullen could do whatever he wants. He's in charge of them. He can say, okay, I don't want the guys there. That's it. It's done. He don't need any permission. He doesn't need permission at all.
Yeah, but you've got
in the chat they're saying
you've got international treaties too. It's not just American airlines. You've got state-run airlines. Air France. All the British Air. Qantas. We've got legal agreements, international agreements with various countries that their planes are allowed to fly into certain ports.
And they're allowed to reroute them. They can reroute. We're gonna ship you to all the red states, and then you take
in the chat. Hang on, in the chat.
Maybe,
guys, in the chat, Moname and Red Ginger are saying Sean Duffy, Secretary Duffy wasn't real happy about it, and Red said Sean Duffy said no way, it's a total BS proposal. So that's a Secretary of Transportation. Obviously he's got something to say about it too.
Yeah, and I think Red Ginger brings up a good point that it could be seen as interfering with interstate commerce, which is makes it a constitutional.
Yeah, but the reasoning he was giving was saying because they're not cooperating with ICE, that he would have to take the customs agents from the airports to bolster the ICE in those cities. So I think it's more of a threat than an actual plan. But I think it would be kind of funny if he did it for at least a weekend and made his point.
I agree. Yeah.
Because if you try to take it to court, it's going to tie it up. Huh?
Well, and that's a great way to do it because you can say, well, no, this isn't a political move. This is simply an emergency manpower issue.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was saying that because of what's going on in New Jersey.
Even the budget.
He said that's one of the big ones is Newark, because of what's happening at Newark, that they're not getting cooperation out of those people, so they're going to need the DHS agents to be able to take care of that stuff. So I see where he's coming from, and I guess if you were to threaten those blue cities that way, it's going to affect their tourism, and like the people in chat are saying, cargo and everything too, because there's not going to be anybody to inspect the cargo. You got to have.
It could be a big mess.
Money, right? They're not improving the money for the DHS, right?
Exactly. So it's not like they can get extra people, so they're going to pull people out of current positions to do that. So I thought it was a good threat to the blue cities, and I think if they did it just one weekend, I think it would really prove a point, and it wouldn't be able to hit the courts usually because it would take 2-3 days even for an emergency hearing.
The whole thing is the statement that he came out with rattled all the Democrats, which is perfect. I mean, that was the best thing that they did, because now they're going to say, and why don't you approve the DHS bill so they can get more people? Nope, they don't want to do that either. So, and then you got the governor of Jersey saying that the DHS is holding all these people and they're starving. The governor.
There's criminals in there, and people in New Jersey know Delaney Hall isn't where they take people that maybe cheated on a test. These are some rough people in there, and that's
murderers, rapists.
There's some rough people in there. So,
but Sean, I gotta say, as much as I love you, man, the whole thing with Delaney Hall and the detention center in New Jersey, I hold you responsible for that, because you're there, and
because why?
Because you could do something about it. It's your own town. You know, I mean,
well, it's not my. So actually, I'm probably 15 minutes from Delaney Hall right now, and I do have to go near there. So I may take a ride by there and just see what's going on. I'm not gonna
oh,
get it
and fix this. Come on, do your Wake Up Patriots duty.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm here. American Mark sent me in. Can we? Can we get rid of these stupid protesters out here? And by the way, that New Jersey crazy governor we have, toss her in Delaney Hall.
I want to.
And I got to tell you, Sean, I'm getting a lot of good feedback, agreeing in chat that this is in fact your fault.
Well, I'm
just
sorry,
saying.
guys.
I mean, no offense, but
I'll have to see how I can fix this. You know,
go make me a sandwich and you'll fix it.
I'm gonna go make a sandwich at Delaney Hall.
Yeah, go make me a sandwich and you'll fix it.
Yeah.
Who won the trivia?
Who won the trivia? All right, yes, let's do.
We have a booby prize.
Yes, we do have a booby prize. So the question was, which U.S. state had its admission to the Union retroactively fixed by Congress in 1953 because of a clerical error that occurred in 1803? And the answer was Ohio. They passed in the Enabling Act and forgot to close the loop. And the winner of that was Florida for Trump. And Greg, you want to know what you won?
All night stay. Wait.
Pillow is made of 100% memory foam and is so nice for cuddling. It's shaped like big natural chestnuts, and best of all, it never gets jealous. The Booby pillow is made of 100% memory foam and is so nice for cuddling. It's shaped like big natural.
So FL Trump, that's what you won.
I thought it was a night at Delaney Hall.
I don't know how Debbie's gonna take that one, but congratulations, Greg. I think that's the best prize.
The thing that was bad is the thing that was bad. I downloaded this thing about 10 times. I couldn't get my eyes off of it. To be honest.
Yeah, George was licking the screen. That was really bad. We started
instead of the window. Instead of the window.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta bring up something. I usually never look at the comments section on the obviously a live chat we look at, but I never really look at the comments section. And for some reason I looked at it today, and TSM put a link up there and said George would like this guy, but he's not doing it anymore. So the guy's name is Josh Sider. I don't know if anybody's ever seen him. He's hilarious. He goes up to I think he's a gay guy in reality, but he'll go up to like if somebody has like a trans flag out front or whatever, he'll go up to things and he videos himself. It's hilarious. And he went to one house, a lady had a bumper sticker on her car like abolish the police. So he walks up and he's like, "Hi, I just saw two people take your radio out of your car and they ran up the street. Would you want me to call the police?" And she's like, yeah. He goes, "Well, you want to abolish them?" Oh, it's hilarious. It's like he calls.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I've seen him before. He does all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So TSM put. I didn't know he had a YouTube chat, a YouTube thing, but TSM put his link. It's actually his stuff is funny. You got Lana showed me it, and she watched him, I guess, on TikTok or something. And it's funny. He gets to the point every time he goes somewhere. He gets to the point. The one lady invited him in her house, and once he called her out on being a hypocrite, she was throwing him out. He goes, "Are you deporting me?"
Yeah, I know exactly who it is. Yeah, he does it. He takes all different issues like that, and then goes up, and knocks on doors, and asks them about the signs in their yard and everything like that. Yeah, it's great.
ML Health brought up about the fire in New York City, about the trains. It's locking down everything between trains coming in from Connecticut, Jersey, and also Long Island.
Oh, New York City train fire. Oh, wow. Where's that at?
It's in the tunnel.
Oh, it's in the tunnel going from Jersey to.
It's the tunnel coming into New York. So,
but from Jersey, I'm assuming.
From Jersey, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Somebody got hurt. somebody took. I heard, I think, engineers and stuff like that. I don't know what caused the fire.
I know what caused the fire. Lack of maintenance. They don't have no money.
Yeah, they have a backpack.
I don't think it'd be a terror attack. I think it'd be lack of maintenance. But what do you got down here, George the boss? What is that? What do you want? What is that?
Not Bruce Springsteen, is it?
Oh, that idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's Bruce Springsteen, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Yeah, I just
let's play it and find out.
You can't, when you do the properties, you can't put Trump in there. They won't allow you to put Trump in.
Well, you know what? We're gonna be Nancy Pelosi. We're gonna play it to find out what's in it.
Okay.
Got to see it. Yeah, you got to see it to play it to see what's in it. True.
Pretty good.
I'd like to tackle the big question. Is Trump a globalist? I say no. Is he completely free from them? Also no. He was never created by the globalists like many of the world leaders are. He wasn't groomed in a World Economic Foundation pipeline. He wasn't a product of Davos or the Bilderberg Group. But the reality is, once you ascend to global power, especially a U.S. president, you have to collide with that system. You either become part of it or you learn to play against it from within. Here's how Trump clashes with the globalist agenda. He rejected climate-based economic controls like the Paris Agreement, which globalists use to redistribute wealth and centralize power. He tore up multilateral deals, the TPP, the NAFTA, Iran deal as well, that the globalists used to weaken national sovereignty. He attacked NATO dependency, forcing Europe to take responsibility and exposing the financial imbalances in shared security. He confronted China economically, while most globalists were working to integrate China further into their vision of a controlled world economy. These are direct threats to the long game of the globalist elite. Let's face it. That's why he was attacked relentlessly, not just by the left, but by the entire transatlantic elite structure, including corporate media, intelligence agencies, and foreign governments. But here's the nuance. Trump still operates within that system. He still uses big banks. He still had globalist-aligned people in his cabinet, like a Kushner or a Pompeo. He still made deals with entities that are part of that machine, because you can't govern at that level without touching it. You just can't. He's not owned by them, but he's not untouchable either. Like Putin, Orban, or even Bolsonaro, Trump is an imperfect populist. He fights against the globalist machine, but he's had to compromise at times just to survive that machine. So it is possible to be truly independent from the globalist, is it? No, in short, it's not. Yet. The globalist machine is embedded in central banks, global finance, big tech, big pharma, legal systems, international courts, supply chains, and media. Even if you're a sovereign leader, you still need planes, semiconductors, fuel, and financial systems. So the game becomes, how much sovereignty can you reclaim without getting completely crushed? This is why many leaders are forced to play both sides, publicly resisting while privately maneuvering, because they know if you step too far outside the system, you disappear. We've seen it. So what is Trump really? Trump is a wrecking ball that globalists didn't anticipate. He isn't perfect, obviously. He isn't pure, but he is disruptive, and he remains one of the only political figures in the West who's actively cost them ground. And that's why they fear Trump.
The biggest thing that shocked me is that President Custard.
President who?
President Grant, he sold us to England to clear a debt. So that's why Trump was breaking down the British monarchy about the money and stuff. That's what he did. He destroyed the Bank of Britain. And what happened was, you didn't know we were sold? Yes, we were sold. Yeah. That's why we could go into the thing about why we have numbers on our birth certificates and stuff like that. But when the King of England came here, he gave something to Trump. And we were released from the sale that we did to England. Because the whole thing about the Revolutionary War and everything else, we were able to, we had to clear a debt with England, and that's how they did it. They sold it, and that's why it became a corporation. We could go into another history about that on Monday or Tuesday, but that'll rattle everybody up about how bad it was. But that's why we have numbers on and supposedly, hey Trix, what's that thing called? Massara? What the hell that thing is? Massara
or Jacera.
Yeah, and
it goes by both names.
Yeah, and we're supposed to be getting money by our numbers on our birth certificate and your age, how old you are. So that's what the thing is working for. But
that ain't going to happen. They're afraid there won't be Social Security left in so many years.
Yeah, well, this is
you know
what's
what I'm saying.
Well, we lost like $250 billion in tariffs because of the Supreme Court and Congress.
Dirty bastards.
No, that's a whole different story. I mean,
but I'm just saying he's trying to pay off. Trump is trying to pay off. China's got a lot of money holding on us, and all these other countries, Japan too. All these countries have money on us, but he's trying to pay them off. They declare the bonds and stuff, and people just. You believe that I follow this?
But that Nasera Jacera stuff, if it does pan out, we would all be.
We have to get into that because a lot of people are not going to understand it.
I know. We you know what? Maybe next Wednesday I'll do wormhole and do the whole Nasera Jacera thing.
Yeah,
is it the Sarah Jacera or
Jacera? Nesara, or it goes by Jacera, GES.
Nasera.
Yeah, that's on the song.
Yeah, Nasera.
Whatever will be. Who
sang
that
song?
No,
Doris Day, Sarah. I'm not going to sing it because I'll make everybody.
Yeah, Well, look at it. They drop it already that they're going to say about.
Yeah, I won't sing. I won't.
They stop singing, but that's besides the point.
Kelly Schwartz sings good. Maybe we can get her on as a guest, and we'll do.
Kelly sings.
Yeah, Kelly.
You know what, George? You know what? We haven't done this in quite a while. We haven't.
There it goes.
And that's what I really sound like too.
I know. I tell you, I go through that every day. Everybody thinks you're such a nice person.
Well, did you tell him what you did to me at the hospital? No.
What?
You know, Sean. I think you got a picture of it.
Well, I don't want to tell. I don't want to tell behind, like things that
I'm in a bonnet and all messed up, right? Well, not
you look like making pancakes.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, you look like a busha." Oh, and he's laughing at me and everything.
Yeah,
and then he goes and takes a picture and sends it to you.
He may have had a point there. You did look like a busha.
You want to see? You want to see what I did to him?
You got no bullshit.
This is what I did to him when he did it.
See?
Gave him the finger.
Hey, make me pancakes.
Yeah. Instead of sandwiches.
How about some bacon with those pancakes?
Yeah, we need
on,
bacon.
Mark.
Bacon.
Hey, Mark, get a set of balls and throw your order in too, Mark.
No, I'm just to see how she was, and how she greeted with me was like.
You know what, George?
She's a real stinker, is what you're saying, George. She was behind me on the flight home from Savannah. That girl, she was. I was like, I put my AirPods in.
Yeah, I took a flight with a bunch of kids from Disney.
My friend said it's a bloody conspiracy.
What's a conspiracy?
I don't know.
Everything's a conspiracy.
George Lutz is talking about what you were saying about being sold to England and stuff. She's
it's fact. No, it's
definitely not happy with it.
It's fact.
I don't know.
My bird's just going nuts. I'm
George,
sorry.
I'd have to see a lot of stuff. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, let me explain something to you.
You know me. I may have some questions.
I'm kind of
last constitutional president. Whoa.
Yeah, I may have some questions on that, George. I may be in the Love's camp on that.
The last constitutional president was Grant. After that, after Grant was done, the Washington D.C. became a corporation. No more.
By what authority, though, George?
What authority about what?
What human has the authority to overrule our Constitution? That's what I'd say.
Well, the whole thing is, don't forget, the founding fathers were all into that. What the hell is it? Masons. They were all Masons. They were very high into that stuff, and that's why with But what I'm saying is
when you say Masons, you're not talking about the guys that doing the brickwork.
Freemasons.
Yeah, Freemasons.
Yeah.
And if you see how Washington, there's all the designs, how the Washington D.C. was created and everything else.
Yeah, Washington had it right on his apron when he was.
Yeah. And DC
had what on his apron?
He had the Freemason symbology on the apron he wore when he was sworn in.
That was pretty common back then for
it was a it was
the
right?
kind of landed gentry to be Freemasons.
But what I'm saying is the whole thing is that we didn't have a constitutional president after Grant. That was it. And then the whole thing is
well, when you're saying Hank, you said constitutional president. I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, the whole thing is you have. Well, it's a whole big thing. It's better if I do it another day with a whole thing.
Okay, all right.
Hey, why don't this is Frisky Friday? Why? I'm sorry, Sean. Finish your thought. I didn't.
No, I was just saying. I think
it's too much involved for me to get. I only got.
All right, so wipe it off the list then.
Okay, I got an idea for Frisky Friday. I wasn't here for the trivia question, but I heard the answer there, and I believe you said Ohio, Trixie, was the state that they had to go do an emergency thing relatively recently to actually make them legally a state. So I'd kind of like to have a poll and say, was that a good idea, or maybe we should have just said, no, Ohio, you're not a state.
I was born in Ohio, so
well, that's fine. I'm not doing that about you. I'm talking about Ohio State University,
Michigan issue.
Yeah.
Right?
And I say, you know what? Screw them. We could just make it all part of Michigan. It would have been a lot better. And the first thing we would do is then abolish Ohio State University, which is just a big den of woke idiots anyway.
And get rid of Brutus, Mark.
Yeah. I'm all for it. I say I'm a 1 on that.
I like Buckeyes. I like Buckeyes. Those are peanut butter balls with chocolate on the outside.
Oh, those aren't so bad. Yeah. But
so
those peanut butter balls don't insist on being the peanut butter ball.
I like Buckeyes, though. I make those quite often, but then my
like Buc-ee's.
I like Buc-ee's too.
Yeah. I like Buc-ee's. Yeah,
you can tell I like Buc-ee's. I got the two. I got two of them, and then I got all the ducks. But you know what? We better do a Trump truth here.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones this week.
Somebody's watching me.
Okay, another kind of short one but sweet one. If I hope that's So Wednesday morning, the president truthed out congratulations to the Democrat Party. Al Green, one of the most mentally deficient congressmen in the history of our country, has lost in a landslide his seat in Congress. But I will miss that lunatic not screaming violently and waving his cane at me during my next State of the Union speech. Make America great again. God bless America. President Donald J. Trump. I just thought, I know there's a lot of more important things happening in the world, but I just thought that was a really pleasant and very typical Trump truth. So,
it's funny. Yesterday in the afternoon, I thought of I think it was Tuesday. There was one Tuesday, and I was going to bring it up on the show and say, but I'm like, I don't want to say it because Mark may bring that up on Friday. But then I thought yesterday in the afternoon, there are so many good Trump truths this week. I wonder which ones Mark's going to pick. You got to be like looking at these things and be like, which one should I pick? There's so much good stuff there.
Well, I got to plead. I agree. I probably could have come with something better, but I literally, Trixie keeps me to a pretty tight deadline on getting the truths in, and I was already past my publication tight deadline, like I usually am. And
you're having a problem in publication.
I literally sent that out right after the Tigers game yesterday. So
did they win or lose yesterday, Tigers?
Well, technically they won because they're the Tigers, but the score didn't reflect that. The score was 7-1 against them.
Oh, they got slaughtered.
But we felt like winners. We drank a lot of beer, and we felt like winners.
Make a sandwich. for asking that question.
Tigers should go make a sandwich because evidently they can't.
Did you see
score
my
runs.
shirt, Sean? Did you see my shirt here?
Oh yeah, there you go. The Dolphins make me cry. Like Hootie the Blowfish had that song.
Oh boy! But it's always fun to go to the game.
Yeah, it is fun to go.
But do you have that other Trump truth? You know, it's not.
There was a lot.
I don't have a copyright on it.
Well, when we were talking about Al Green during the week, though, about him losing after Tuesday and how funny it was, and then, and he for entertainment purposes, he's pretty good, but other than that, I think he sucks.
But I just love, I think it was so Trump-esque. That's why I had to do it. Just the way he is really good at throwing insults at these morons, and so when I saw, the most mentally deficient congressman in our nation's history, it's like, okay, I got to throw that out there.
Yeah, but he's got job security. He's going to work for Geico when he's done.
Yeah, it's a caveman.
Yeah.
He's going back to singing.
Oh, now you're torching the real Al Green.
Yeah, that's not fair, Sean. That's
what an insult to the real Al Green.
Yeah.
I like Al Green. I like Motown stuff though.
Yeah, I think the real Al Green, the singer's probably happy.
Have you been to the Motown Museum, Trixie?
No, but I used to listen to CKLW every day.
Okay.
And that was back like late 60s, early 70s, when it was all the good music, the Supremes and stuff like that. I like them.
Yeah. Well, man, that was all the Supremes, all them. They were all that recording was done in this little room.
Yeah.
I mean, this tiny, it looked like a rundown little garage. And that's basically what it was. It was like a little one-car garage behind, one of these ticky-tacky little houses. But unfortunately, Marjorie and I took some of our friends from Europe there last year, and we had no idea. We were there the last week of the actual, Motown, the original house, and you go through, there's a tour. I'm sure a lot of the Patriots have been there. A tour, you go through the house and the little recording studio, and they were so proud. They're saying, well, this is going to be closed down for like 6 months because we're putting in a new like $140 million facility, and so just try to make more money off of it. And so they're just going to blow it away. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but Barry Gordy screwed everybody. He screwed everybody from Motown. Yep. Everybody got it. It didn't matter who you were.
So a lot of he took advantage of all the black people. Oh, only two people was
Mary Wilson from the Supremes.
No, Lion Sleep Tonight. They kept the rights to the song, and also what's the name? The black guy sang. Damn it! I'm trying to think. I'll think of it. The one that. Hold on.
Oh,
my mom kissed Smokey Robinson and went nuts.
Wow. Your mom kissed Smokey
Robinson and went nuts. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, maybe one of the songs that Smokey wrote is about Trixie's mom. Who knows?
I don't know. She just loved Smokey Robinson, and he came to Interlaken, by Traverse City, and she went and she got to kiss him and stuff, and so she was all excited about that. But she went and saw Aretha Franklin, but she said it was so horrible she walked out because all Aretha Franklin did was just scream, and you couldn't hear any of the music or anything underneath it. But I listened to CKLW growing up, and then I graduated to
George mute George.
I get people. I'm waiting for a call from somebody, so I answered. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Aretha had a great voice, but not when she got older, because when she got older, she really blew. She sucked when she got older.
Opposed to
kissing
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Kamala
who?
Harris blew a different. Never mind.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry, just right over my head again.
It is Frisky Friday. I thought that was an appropriate joke for Frisky Friday, but.
Hey, just before we leave Motown, though, does anybody know why they were called Diana Ross and the Supremes?
No. Is this a trivia question?
Yeah, well, it could be. But originally, they were just the Supremes.
Yep.
But Diana Ross got to be such a star that what's his name? Your guys that you're talking about who's ripping
Barry
everybody
Gordy?
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gordy all of a sudden renamed him to Diana Ross and the Supremes. That's way when he booked them, he could get 2 booking commissions, one for Diana Ross and one for the Supremes. And that's the only reason why they changed the name.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Love Christ, BB King. I saw him live too. He's fucking fantastic, BB King. I went to the jazz festival and saw him. He was good. But I liked Motown.
Yeah, Motown's good. Motown's good. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it was what I grew up on, because where I lived. I lived 10 miles out of Detroit when I grew up.
Were you really? Mm-hmm. You're right there.
Mm-hmm.
In what part?
Right there.
Where?
Christian did a tour of Detroit. 2 weeks ago? I sent Mark the picture. He was at the ball field.
Yeah, I lived in St. Clair Shores, so I was
Oh, St. Clair Shores. Okay, so you were in a good part of town, pretty much.
I was right by the water.
Lives there. Margie's brother lives there.
Yeah, I used to live on Frazo. You know where Frazo is? Between 10 and 11.
You know where Frazo is? Between 10 and 11? Margie knows where it is.
Yeah, I lived on Frazo between 10 and 11, and I lived between Harper and Little Mac.
That's closed right now over the 94 because they're replacing the bridge, according to my lovely wife.
Yeah, it was a nice place to grow up. It was a huge high school and everything. And then I moved to Podunk, northern Michigan, and there's nothing there. Turned into a redneck.
ML Heath said she grew up on American Bandstand in Philadelphia. So ML Heath, my cousin D used to go there all the time and made some friends from there, lifelong friends, actually. So that was Dick Clark's American Bandstand in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Well, you ever watch Soul Train?
The
What's
African American response?
Watch Soul Train.
Yes.
Soul Train.
Soul Train.
Who was the guy that did the Soul Train? What was his name?
Don Cornelius?
Don Cornelius.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it was Don Cornelius. Yeah.
Yeah. I see. I remember stuff. I'm not so stupid.
I used to watch both of them, believe it or not, but I thought both of them were kind of ridiculous, but I watched them for the comedy of it.
I thought a lot of them were pretty damn good dancers.
Yeah.
That's how George learned how to dance. Huh? That's how George learned how to dance, by watching that stuff.
Yeah.
So, Bruce Willis had a band and appeared on Dick Clark's show, and he had a big fight, and he walked off with Dick Clark. You know that?
What's that, George?
I said Bruce Willis used to have a band, and he was on Dick Clark's show. And then he had a big fight with them because he wouldn't agree to do something, and then he walked off the show, over Dick Clark's show. But he had a band, Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
Bruce Willis was very good with music.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Yeah, what was the one song he had? He had a song that was he had a good song. There was. Let me see here.
I don't know, but he played the harmonica pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, everybody's going in the chat here, but. Yeah, Laughing and the Smothers Brothers. That was good too. I used to love.
I love Laughing. That was that was one of
Funkin' Wagnalls. Remember that Funkin' Wagnalls? What?
Bruce Willis returned. They had a couple of songs, Master Serious.
So George is doing fact check live.
Yeah, George, you got to say what you're doing. Like you
I just looking at Bruce Willis songs.
You say I didn't know that, and people are like, you know what? You guys say like what the comment is.
1986. What the hell? How do you say that song?
What?
The name of the song.
What song?
Can't pronounce it.
I don't understand what he's saying.
Bruce Willis.
Frisky, do you know what he just said?
I can't understand a word he's saying. It's not it's the accent. It's a little bit tough for me to hear.
Yeah,
it's the accent for sure. It's got to be the accent.
It wasn't for me to show me, though.
What? What did you say?
Boy, someone's getting pissy this morning. Someone needs a sandwich.
What did you say, George? What did you say?
He said it wasn't for him to show it. Yeah, he said, I understood what he said. It wasn't for me to show, wouldn't be going on.
Would be funny.
Oh.
And that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning.
Hey, you want to end on a happy note? Did
Sure.
See that E.G. Carroll is now under a fresh new investigation from the Justice Department and the FBI over lying.
You missed the show yesterday. We talked about it yesterday.
Oh, see there? Well, that's what happens when you miss the show, because everything always breaks first here. And
but
I
you know
missed
what, though,
it, so
Mark?
there you
Mark,
go.
that is
It's still good news, though.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, Mark, that is a happy note. It's worth repeating because she is such a dirtbag that I hope she gets the settlement that she deserves.
Yeah, like click them up, lock them up.
Oh, he's playing Bruce Springsteen or Bruce Willis. Sorry, I just made everybody hurl.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Here's some. I got some. Here's the one he did. Respect Yourself. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Remember this song?
Yeah, but what's the name? Tried to destroy him. What do you call it? Dick Clark.
What's that?
Dick Clark wanted to destroy him because of what he did on the show.
Dick Clark wanted to destroy Bruce Willis?
Yeah, because he had a big fight on Dick Clark's show, American Bandstand. Yeah, he came with his whole group with long hair and everything. And he
this is obviously before he was an actor then.
Yeah, way before. I think it was late 60s.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Red just nuked expose it.
Yeah, they were putting links in the chat, and we don't do that. That's not
Nope.
That's not playing nice.
What happened? What I miss?
Somebody was putting a link in the chat, and that's not playing nice. We can't have that.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. Yesterday Red was good. Mark, you missed it. We had like several trolls keep on coming in, and Red was zapping him. I think one guy had a bulletproof zapper vest on because Red had to zap him, I think, 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Red. Everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's 1 after 10, so we're gonna raid Mike Schwartz, and we'll be back on Monday as long as we're all still breathing.
Yeah. Yep.
We
Monday
should be.
will be here.
I don't know about George though. After that remark today, he might not be breathing Monday.
I ain't coming back.
Yeah. Right.
I think George is in contract renegotiations and he's trying to play hardball.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to raise 2 sandwiches? Is that what you freaking want?
Yeah, make me 2 sandwiches. You could make an Italian hero if you tried. So
oh man,
I made a good calzone.
She is Polish.
I make good calzone.
And she had that nice pink apron on for you and everything, and you're going to
George, you gotta say, for a Polish girl, she's not a bad cook.
No, you should have saw it with the thing on her head. She looked like a Polish cook.
I look like a busha.
Yeah.
Yeah, look like a babushka.
Yeah.
I thought so too. When I saw that picture, I said, "Oh, poor Trixie." I said, "I hope she's all right."
Yeah, prayers.
And then I saw this.
Hugs to all.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did when I saw he was taking pictures. You knew he was
reading the chat. Look, you got a nice compliment from Red, and you didn't bother reading it.
What?
What?
Prayers for all who need them. Yeah, and thank you for a great show. 1 Cuban.
Yeah, I don't see Phyllis today. Is she at a doctor's appointment? I'm assuming maybe Phyllis.
No, she's got a house cleaner coming.
Oh, okay. Hopefully she's getting better, and it's hopefully she's feeling better. So.
All righty. Well, what are we gonna go out with today?
I don't know. What did you go out with?
I don't know. Let's go out with, since we were talking about this one, I'll go with this one. We'll go out with The Screamer.
The Screamer.
Aretha Franklin.
Oh boy.
What you want? And I don't get any respect. Not much.
You don't get any respect.
You know I got it. Never.
All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home.
Okay.
Baby, just
very soft. I don't know if everybody else is very soft.
Good Monday.